Bud Labitan is the author of several books on Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. He has numerous books and articles on business and valuation. It is important to note that the author claims no association or endorsement from Mr. Buffett, Mr. Munger, or Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated. Books by Bud Labitan. The Four Filters Invention of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger book examines each of the basic steps Buffett and Munger use in framing and making an investment decision. It is a focused look into an amazing invention within behavioral finance. In his opinion, the genius of Buffett and Munger's Four Filters process was to capture all the important stakeholders in a four-cluster process. Imagine products, enduring customers, managers, and margin of safety, all in one mixed qualitative plus quantitative process. Book, Quick Guide to the Four Investing Filters of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, is a quick guide to understanding the four investing filters of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. It is a shorter version of the previous book, and is designed to improve the reader's investment thinking. How do you set a price for your stock purchases? In Chapter 4, the author estimates an intrinsic value. First, start by trying to understand the qualities of a first-class business. The four filters help readers optimize their decision-making. Warren Buffett said it best, an investor cannot obtain superior profits from stocks by simply committing to a specific investment category or style. He or she can earn them only by carefully evaluating facts and continuously exercising discipline. Book, Price to Value, is about intelligent speculation. It is about decision framing and using the decision filters of Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Readers benefit from this book if it stimulates better thinking into the most important factors crucial to decision-making. These decision-framing ideas can be applied across different asset classes. First, the book presents the four investing decision filters in simplified terms. Then, it extends these ideas by looking into the intelligent speculation ideal described by Benjamin Graham in his 10th lecture of 1946. Valuations book offered 30 sample intrinsic value per share business valuations the author performed in 2010. In each case, the author tried to simulate an approach that Buffett and Munger might take to valuing a business. However, all of the growth assumptions used were his own. No consultation nor endorsement was sought with Mr. Buffett or his business partner Mr. Munger. The examples given were chosen for educational and illustrative purposes. The valuation cases in the book are estimations written in a style that emphasizes a focus on free cash flow and the number of shares outstanding. Readers are also encouraged to think about the business competitive position. In reality, these businesses may outperform or they may underperform any of the author's projections. Read it and then look at how his predictions actually turned out. Book, Coach W Software, was crafted from his imaginary conversation with Mr. Warren Buffett. The real conversation never occurred. The software-generated conversation did occur on March 5, 2011. The suite of AI Windows software was developed by Bud Labitan. It is a useful tool in reviewing the concepts developed by Mr. Buffett, Mr. Charlie Munger, and Mr. Benjamin Graham. An easy read, this book starts out as an imaginary conversation filled with useful business and investing ideas generated by the software. Coach W Software is an experiment in positive suggestion that delivers valuable insights to the business-thinking reader. It makes us think about how man and machine can communicate with each other. Do certain keywords help us become better investing thinkers? The book is structured to both enlighten and entertain. It is important to point out that there is no association or endorsement from Mr. Buffett or Berkshire Hathaway. Coach W Software is useful to readers who are new to value investing, and readers who wish to review these great business investing concepts. Book, Sports and Stocks, describes ideas about investing in the stock of a winning business. A fun read, it is written from the point of view of a sports fan. Mixing sports talk with investing talk may stimulate your thinking about better investing. The goal of this book is to help readers find HQB, a high-quality bargain. Labitan presents an entertaining read on how to find HQB using the sports ideas of offense, defense, and special situations. This book includes 3 stock valuation examples from 2017. Book, Moats, may be the best business book that describes the competitive advantages of profitable businesses. Moats describes the nature of 70 selected businesses purchased by Buffett and Munger for Berkshire Hathaway Inc. It is a useful resource for investors, managers, students of business. Moats also looks at the sustainability of these competitive advantages in each of the 70 chapters. In this book, the author thanks Professor Untitled Ph.D. of University of Nebraska at Omaha. Many of his students contributed to the research for this book. Book, A Fistful of Valuations in the Style of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. This book offered 5 sample intrinsic value per share business valuation estimations that were first performed in 2010. In each case presented, the author simulated an approach that Buffett and Munger might take to valuing a business. It was based on what they have written and talked about. However, all of the growth assumptions used were the author's own. No consultation or endorsement was sought with Mr. Buffett or Mr. Munger. How is this portfolio of 5 businesses doing after 5 years? If the reader had invested an equal amount of money in all 5 businesses in 2010, the average annual return was 42% by the end of 2015. Book, Inflation Views. This unpublished and unauthorized book reviews Warren Buffett's writing about inflation during the late 70s and early 80s. It is dedicated to the members of the International Society of Value Investors, a group of friends and acquaintances on Facebook. This material comes from Warren Buffett's letters to Berkshire shareholders. Additional material also came from several online sources. These included the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, Wikipedia, Time Magazine, ThePeopleHistory.com, Bloomberg, and Barron's. Disclaimer. It is important to note that the author claims no association or endorsement from Mr. Buffett, Mr. Munger, or Berkshire Hathaway Inc. Use of the quotations were granted with this understanding. Any errors or valuation assumptions are acknowledged by the author, Bud Labitan. Bud Labitan is the author of several books on Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. His focus is on intelligent and rational decision-making when valuing an asset. Educated as a biologist and medical doctor, Labitan was a board-certified family physician before changing his career. In 2003, Bud Labitan earned a master's in business administration from Purdue University. He has numerous books and articles on business and valuation.